Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. We're glad you're here on this Friday morning. Got a big show lined up with special guests here in the studio. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. Looking at a good weekend shaping up. Today's high is going to be about 86. Low is going to be 70. Our water temperature all week long is hung in there at 82 degrees. So the Gulf water temperature is sort of leveled off. It dropped real fast last week. Now it's down at 82 and sort of level off. It'll drop back a little bit next week. Got some cooler weather coming in next week, a little bit cooler weather because I'm looking at distance forecast, looking at it may get into the high 50s as a low. So that's good news coming, and fall is here, so we just have to take advantage of it. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Looking on the screen there, good strong tide. High it's going to be 117 this morning, and low tide will be at 1231 right after lunch. And we mentioned this yesterday, same pattern. You got that tide coming in, and it's going to be a good incoming tide, a good outgoing tide, good weekend tide. Now the wind direction, again, you know, we talked about it again the last 3 or 4 days. That prevailing wind from that big storm on the Atlantic coast, we'll be getting wind out of east, northeast, and mainly northeast. And it's going to be really blowing in some. We're going to get a good breeze and all, which is good. Keep the bugs away. All right. The marine forecast will be about 10 to 15 out of northeast. Our fish and game time. Let's go and do that right now. We'll do a fishing forecast later. Fish and game time. Looking on the chart right there. Looking at a 5:15 to 7:15 this morning, and this evening from 5:39 to 7:39. That takes care of all of our weather. Let's go ahead and take a break and be back with our guest. Okay, folks, welcome back and welcome to our guest. Bill Dozier, good morning.
Good morning.
Robert Brandon.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you, buddy, and glad to have them here. And once a year, we have this little activity. I use that term loosely, a little activity, because this is a big deal.
Yes,
Highland Park Baptist Church's big game cookout. So
right.
Let's talk about it.
All right.
Oh, man.
This is the 8th annual Wild Beast Feast at Highland Park Baptist Church. And the church is located at East Avenue and 231. Mm-hmm. And each year we have a wild game dinner. We call it the Wild Beast Feast. And this year we're excited about, of course, the main event, but we're excited about the speaker that's coming this year as well. Yes. A gentleman named Steve Schreibner. He was the co-pilot that was, he was supposed to fly the plane that flew into the World Trade Center. Mm-hmm. And at the last minute, somehow he got diverted, and they diverted him to another project. And so he's going to come and speak to us about that, how all that came together and how all that worked. And he's got a tremendous story there that he's going to share with us. And so we're certainly looking forward to hearing him.
I remember reading about that, and all the reading when that happened, all of it, how that was a little side note at first, and it became what an amazing story how that happened. And I'm looking forward to seeing him. Now, so that's going to be coming on Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
October the 11th.
Okay. Tell us now. I remember last year. Well, I go every year, and I have a ball, and it's not just a speaker and all. It's a fellowship. You run into so many fellow outdoorsmen, and you talk about fishing and hunting. Now, you're a big outdoorsman.
Yes, sir. We do a lot of gator hunting, so we look forward every year to gator season coming in every month.
Where do y'all go gator hunting?
Anywhere we get our tags.
Have y'all done okay over the years?
Yes, sir. We've done really good. We last year we got a 10-1, and this year we're still looking. So
okay,
we got a small one this year already, an 8-11, but we're looking for the big one still.
Where's your tag for now?
This year's for Gulf County.
Gulf County, okay. Well,
so last year we had Bay County. So
there's some gators down there.
There's a few down there.
Well, you know, I'm talking about the cookout and all, and of course, another great note is the food is just, man, it's just good food and outdoor food. So tell us some of the things y'all going to be serving.
Well, we're going to have some wild orcs. Well, maybe not too wild. We're going to have some. We got some deer meat and alligator. We're going to have a few gators. Whether I kill them or somebody else does, we're going to have them in there. We're going to have fish.
That's right.
Chicken and deer sausage.
Now, not just any kind of chicken. This is wild chicken.
Wild
Yeah,
chicken.
wild chicken.
That's right. Not just any kind of chicken.
This ain't backyard chicken?
That's right. But there's a lot of good food, and we feed. Last year we had over 1,000 men come through the line, and what was it?
25 minutes.
25 minutes.
We fed 1,000 men in 25 minutes.
Now, you stop and think about that. That's what amazed me, because there's such a lot of people. I said, I got to get up close to the front of the line. I'm always sort of elbowing my way up there because I get hungry.
Yeah.
And we laugh about it because there was just a huge wad of guys, and all of a sudden you had like 3 or 4 lines. Or
That's
five,
right. About 8 lines.
8
there.
lines.
Yeah.
Everybody spreads out, and just boom, you go through.
Yeah.
And,
That's right.
You're eating.
So if you only get off at 5 o'clock, still come. You know, we can feed you.
Yeah,
Don't
so-
worry about not trying to go get something
So
to eat.
give us those times. What's happening at 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock hour, we got the car show going on. We have youth archery, and we got some music playing. And then 6 o'clock, we're going to have the wild game. That's when we start serving
meal.
everybody.
The meal.
And 7 o'clock hour, we're going to have the speaker coming in.
Yeah.
FWC is going to be there putting on archery clinic for the youth
good.
archery clinic. So they'll do that.
Okay, let's talk a minute about the archery clinic. Can people just come in there and just watch it, or are they going to actually shoot, or what?
Yeah, no, for the kids to shoot, FWC will have it all set up for the kids to shoot.
Good.
And then, of course, I enjoy watching all the youth when they're shooting and giving them the instructions and all that. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. And there's going to be a ton after we. So we have the dinner, the car show at 5. We eat at 6, and at 7 is the main speaker. But we have a ton of prizes, door prizes that's going to be given away as well.
Let's talk about the door prize. I remember that last year. Y'all just had a stage full of stuff. I mean, good stuff.
The main prize this year we're looking at, of course, there's a lot of great prizes, but the main prize we have a Phantom drone. And that is going to, it's a very nice setup how they have it. And so that's going to be a good prize there. We have 30-06s, shotguns, coolers,
Kayak.
bicycle.
I'm telling you, this is quality stuff. I think it's the first time I've ever seen someone doing the Phantom for
the drone.
prize.
Yeah.
I've never seen a drone.
It's got I was looking at it the other day. We have it set in the lobby of the church, and very nice camera. They say that camera can really, it's got a lot of zoom in lens and all that
It's got a
stuff.
3-mile range.
Jeff, we need to.
Yeah.
That's something we need to look at. Jeff loves drones over here. He takes some great pictures with his drone. So
Yeah.
wow. And then I know you have a lot of smaller prizes too.
Oh yeah, a lot
we
of
got Yeti cups, little handbags, and all kind of.
Yeah.
You know, there's all kind of good stuff.
all kind of hats. Anywhere up from a hat, flashlight, on up to the bigger prizes. And so it's what it is when you get a ticket, you buy a ticket. Tickets are $5 for the whole event, and that just goes to offset some of the cost of the event.
Oh yeah.
And then you can buy tickets at C&G Sporting Goods, 77 Hardware, Howell Tackle, or you can just come by the church and get a ticket.
Okay. And you have nicely donated me. How many tickets are these?
10 tickets.
10 tickets, and this is going to be for our viewers. And we're going to do like we do each year. We're going to, after the show, I'm not going to answer my phone now, but after the show, the first I'm going to give you a pair of tickets each one's call. The next 5 callers after the show, and I'll meet y'all there, and we'll get the tickets. I'll meet y'all there at 5 o'clock, and I'd love to. This is great. Thank you for donating these.
Oh,
to
yes,
our
sir.
viewers.
Glad to
And,
do it.
Well, if you come in from, I know my nephew and his old high school buddy, they come down from Bristol every year, right down 231, and they really enjoy it too.
It's a lot of fun. It's just a lot of good fellowship, and then a good thing, you don't have to stand in line a long time to eat. You move right on through the line and sit down and have a good fellowship with people, and then go in and hear the speaker, and so it is a good time.
Okay. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll come right back. Okay, welcome back. Sitting here with Bill Dozier and Robert Rannon talking about the Highland Park Wild Beast Feast coming up Tuesday night. So y'all will see us there. We're going to have a great time. You were working on a house in St. Anne. We'll talk about mullet real quick. You seen some mullet?
Man, the mullet have been thick over there. They're getting ready to make that big run, I believe, to get out of here. But nice big black mullet running through there. I've caught a few myself.
Yeah.
So if you hadn't been out, it'd be time to go over to San Andrews Bay.
That's right. So this weekend will be a great time to throw that net. Also, talking about these prizes again, you mentioned some other prizes.
Yeah, we got a chainsaw we're giving away, some tree stands, and there's a bunch of other prizes. I'm sure we're not covering all of them.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see y'all out there on Tuesday afternoon. You got to make sure you fill out that ticket, put your name in the bucket, and
at the end of the night, we'll go. It's a 5-gallon bucket. We'll just reach in the bucket and start pulling out tickets, and that's how you qualify for a prize.
That's right.
Just get a ticket, and there's over 40 quality door prizes we'll be giving away.
Quality prizes. That's cool. And again, the food's going to be great. What time y'all start cooking?
we start cooking at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
At 3 o'clock that morning.
3 o'clock in the morning. We got 2 whole pigs we're putting on the smoker.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
if you had never 2 whole pigs.
2. Yeah.
Y'all only did 1 last year, didn't you?
No, sir. We did 2 last year.
I ate 1.
Yeah, you ate one.
Maybe we kept the other one in the back.
Y'all kept it back. Oh, that's what you
what it
did.
was.
Well, you actually just peeled the meat right off the.
Yeah, we got 2 whole pigs we're putting on the smoker at 3 a.m. They plan to be done just with the apple in the mouth, you know. It'd be good.
Yeah. We've got the pastor is going to be pulling pork for people and putting on their plate. So, yeah.
That's delicious. So anyway, and orc, and that's good. And then
We got orcs and deer meat, deer sausage, meatloaf. If you ever had our meatloaf there, it's to die for. It's really good stuff.
It's good. And the problem is you just got too much food to choose from. That's the only problem you have all night long. What food to choose.
Right.
And if you leave hungry, it's
don't
your
leave
own
hungry.
fault.
It is, yeah.
So much fun. I'm looking forward to it. Real quick, Bill, I know the county commissioner are busy. They're all doing a lot of restore stuff, and that's another whole story. But y'all got some other things coming. What else is coming?
We do. Well, there's a lot going on right now, you know, with outdoor stuff that we're dealing with. But one of the things we have is a gun range. We're going to have a grand opening for our gun range up on Stillfield Road, and it's going to be November the 19th, starting at 9 o'clock. We'll start everything at 9 o'clock, and then I think we have the official, at 9:30. But if you can get there at 9 o'clock for the grand opening, that'd be great. You know, it's open to everybody, and would love to see as many people there as possible that would to enjoy the gun range. The gun range has been a big success so far. Had a lot of good positive feedback on it, and we just want to continue to grow it. You know, we're looking down the road. We're looking at adding some archery to it.
Oh, cool.
You know, we have the 3. We just added the skeet range. We've added that. And so we have the skeet, the pistol, and the rifle. Rifle is 100-yard range and 300-yard range. So there's a variety of different activities there that you can shoot.
Well, if you haven't been out, I was just thinking in the future, right now and in the future, the shooting range in Bay County is going to be a go-to place. We were there 2 weeks ago with Derek Fussell with the actually Camo Dreams. They had a big get together there. And you're going to see more and more things like that. People are going to be coming out there doing things as groups, for individual and family. What a great place we have. So this is going to be the grand opening of the new.
This will be the grand opening of the facility now that we have all of the all the pieces of the puzzle in place there with the skeet range as well.
And we're talking about putting our tax money to good use, and what a great case this is right here.
It is,
good use. And you do have archery coming up, right?
Yeah, we talked about adding archery later on.
Awesome.
And so there's enough room there to expand, and the money the proceeds that's collected there, for the gun range goes right back into the facility to improve it, to keep it up, the upkeep, and to add future venues to it.
Oh, that's good news. We always talk about good news on Panhandle Outdoors. That's some good news and all.
I was out there the other day, and some guys were telling me a story how they were sighting their rifle in, and some deer ran across the range in front of them. They had to hold back. They said, "No, I can't shoot the deer out here," but there are plenty of deer out there.
Yeah, I saw. That's funny because I saw when I was out there 2 weeks ago. I looked down and saw some tracks. I'm thinking, wait a minute, these deer here to shoot range.
That's
right. They got to be educated.
Yeah,
that's a bad place to hang out.
It is.
And I got tickled like that. So, well, they are out there. But anyway, what a great place to visit. Okay, now wrap things up before we draw for our giveaway today. The Tuesday night, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
Yep. Tuesday night, October the 11th. It is a wild beast feast for Highland Park Baptist Church, and all the men and boys are invited. Just want to let everybody know they're welcome. It's a great time.
Yep. and we'll be there. I'm gonna bring my camera. You might get to be on, might get an interview or something. I'm gonna always bring the camera and get a kick out of it, all the different. I mean, they're there from 6 years old to 80, 90 years. I mean, there's a whole gamut of men in the outdoors. And,
that's right.
We all have this passion for the outdoors and the love of the Lord, and we all just go there and have that fellowship.
That's right.
That's really good stuff. And I'd encourage your churches and all the communities here in the Panhandle. You may not have 1,000 people coming, but just put something together like this. It's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's draw, guys. Now, we're going to draw. The first one is going to be the Tarpon Rock Seafood, and y'all blame them now if your name don't get drawn. Bill, I'll let you go first. It'll be a $20 gift certificate,
All
okay?
right.
$20 gift certificate, Tarpon Rock, and the winner is, that's going to be Joe Rogadio. The Rogadio family.
All right.
I'm going to get in and buy me some lotto tickets because they win a lot. That's right. All right, this will be for the Big Red Snapper, and they're biting this weekend.
Julia Davis of Chipley.
From Chipley. Right. Julia Davis from Chipley. Okay, that's the 2 winners right there. And congratulations. And like I said, now don't forget, the snapper season open on weekends now all the way through Thanksgiving. So it's going to be some good time to go. Well, guys, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for the tickets.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, and good to see you again. And I'll see y'all Tuesday. I'm going to get there early.
Come on.
I'm going to go pull on that pig.
You're going to be there at 3 o'clock to help us put the pigs on, right? You said early.
Well, I won't be that early, but I will be there. Yeah. We're going to take our final break and then come back for our famous Friday fishing forecast. Okay, welcome back and welcome again to the famous Friday fishing forecast. We're going to give you an idea of what's been going on this week and what's going to happen this weekend if you do things right, and in the right place at the right time with the right bait. So here, let's get started. I want to mention Crooked Island Sound first because, you know, we had that accident in the early part of the week and all. Crooked Island Sound, you know, I mentioned a lot, is a unique place. Is part of Tyndall, so no development on it and all. But what you got to be aware of, you know, there's strong currents and all. If you put in here at Davis Beach and come out here, these currents coming in and out and sharks and everything are strong in here. But ideal trip is really put in back here. It's called Davis Beach because the Davis family actually had a pavilion back here. Put in here and come out, and there's some good fishing all through here. But as you come out, a lot of folks just bring the boat back up in here and just anchor out or pull up to the beach, and you got the beach side and the bay side. So this is pretty populated on weekends, but it's good fishing. Flounder fishing is going to be excellent through this whole area here. But if you're out here like in a jet ski or like those folks were, you got to understand there's a good strong current that comes in and out of here, and again, sharks are prevalent in that area, as they are off of St. Joe Point there, off Cape San Blas there. Now let's go and do San Andrew Bay while we're close by. Bridge fishing. Here's what's going on as far as catching fish this weekend. Flounder fishing would be the top draw. Okay, the flounder moving along. A lot of flounder fishing is going on. Also the flounder gigging. You know, it's 2 different ones, but we talked about flounder gigging this week. Flounder fishing is going to be good. Bridge fishing is really picking up. It's cooling down some. Every bridge I've been by lately, I've seen folks out there fishing and doing a good job. The sheephead bite is starting real good, just as the flounder sheephead sort of run together as far as they're really biting strong. So again, the best bait fish will be flounders, followed by the redfish. The redfish bite, I've seen a lot of pictures this week. The redfish bite has been strong in the morning. Some really good catches in each morning this week I've seen. Okay. I also mentioned, well, I have it all written down. If we go surf fishing is going to be good for whiting. The whiting are starting to show up. We talked about, Bill Langevine talked about working off the pier and all. They've seen some whiting. The big thing, you know, fishing off the piers, again, let's go to that real quick. Fishing off the pier, you catch every day they've hooked up sailfish. Sailfish have been slot reds caught. You saw that picture yesterday of all those jellyfish out there. That means, you know, the fish and all the marine life are moving now. If that many jellyfish tells you something, that's just a huge concentration. They're going to be followed by the rays. They're going to be followed by all kind of fish going to be feeding on these smaller jellyfish. So all kind of things going on. But the pier fishing is going to be excellent. It's just going to be a good weekend. Let's jump into freshwater. Bass fishing is going to be good all over the place. The river is low. I don't know if any tournaments are going on. By the way, speaking of bass fishing, next week on Wednesday, I'm going to have Alan Courtney coming on, giving us some tips on fall and winter bass fishing. So that'll be something to look forward to next week. So we'll catch up on all the bass fishing hot spots and what's been going on then. But I do want to say this weekend is going to be good at Lake Wimico, Lake Seminole, Lake Talquin. All those lakes will be producing big bass this weekend. Also, we'll get some schooling bass coming in too, all right? Now, I do want to mention, again, at St. Andrew Pass, I mentioned this and all, fishing off the rocks. Remember, the Spanish has been really slow, but the Pompano and all is starting to run. You fish off the rocks. Ideal weekend to me would be if you're camping here or just coming up to visit, fish off the rocks a little bit, come fish off the point a little bit, and then fish off the pier, and then surf fish. You guys do 4 kinds of fishing within about a 1,000-yard area right there. You do 4 kinds of fishing. You can fish in the bay, in the pass, or in the Gulf, surf fish, and then fish off the pier or throw the cast net. You're going to see guys catching a lot of fish cast netting, and people talk about where can you go cast netting, some top spots. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick. Hathaway Bridge right here. See this area right here on the west end of the Hathaway Bridge. You can get way down in here. That's one of the year after year, goes back for how many years the bridge has been there. Folks have caught a lot of fish. You want a big net, and the mullet's going to be coming by right in here. So you want a big net to throw off there. Also, you can throw off this end here, but this has always been a hot spot because you can park right here and walk out. And this is where I see some of the old timers, the original guys that have been doing it for a long time. That's one of their favorite spots. They probably will be mad at me now for showing that spot, but just be aware of that. Jumping down to Apalachicola Bay real quick. Apalachicola Bay is going to be holding a lot of triple tail. St. Joe Bay, speckled trout fishing going to be good in St. Joe Bay. I'm going to run out of time before we get it covered. Surf fishing, I haven't had a chance, but every year surf fishing right in here is going to be good. At Cape San Blas, you can catch a whiting. Pompano should be in there by now. I haven't heard any reports, but just on my records in the past, middle of October, the Pompano will be running there, and you can just fish off the surf. Use those little fish bites, the green-colored fish bites, okay? Let's see, one other thing real quick. St. George Island is going to be good, and you got a report from Carabel how the grouper bite's been excellent. That's the best report we've had on grouper in a long time. The group report out of Seaquarter has been really good. So the whole area is going to be good. Choctawhatchee Bay, I don't have a report, and I'm going to run out of time. Got to wrap it up for this week. You have a great weekend. Make sure you get outdoors this weekend. Be beautiful. Be careful out there. Take your family out there and enjoy it. And as always, do something good for your fellow man today. Have a great weekend again, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.